And welcome back. In our last video we looked at how we could get to the number 4 in different ways, starting off with 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, then seeing that 1 plus 1 is the same as 2, so eventually we can have 2 plus 2. Now this is fine, but as I said before, the aim of the Bangla Math app is to get to your answers in the fastest possible time. And perhaps one of the problems with adding 2 plus 2 is that when I press the 2 will go away and I have to wait for it to come back. And the way the game works is it's a random time. So it might come back immediately, or I may have to wait. If you've played the game at all, then perhaps you know that feeling of just watching the other balls bouncing around, waiting for the number you want. So this is where it really trains your mental math skills and planning. You have to plan ahead and, if possible, avoid having to wait for a ball to come back. So perhaps I could look at this in a completely different way. I'm just going to remove what I wrote before. And let's start off again, imagining that the most basic way is adding 4 ones. And this time I'm going to try and look for a faster way. So perhaps if I took 3 of these ones, 1 plus 1 plus 1, that would be 3. And to get to 4, well, I need 1 more. Now, last time we had 2 plus 2, which is fine. Nothing wrong with 2 plus 2 equals 4. But in the game, when I press 2, I have to wait for it to come back. The advantage of this method is that I have the 3 and I have the 1, so I will not have to wait for any number to come back. I can press them instantly. So that would work like this. So the 3 and the 1, and I've instantly reached 4. And as you can see here, if I were waiting for the 3, it took a little while to come back. So this is the key to success in this game, is using the numbers which are available and not being in a position where you have to wait ages for a ball to come back. And we can just demonstrate that. So with this new number that it's given me 5. So just imagine the only way I knew to get to 5 was 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I had to count on 1 each time, let's just look at how long that might take on here. So 1, and I've got 1, 2, and now I'm waiting a little while for the 1 to come back. So this is all a bit of a waste of time, having to wait. Then 3, and this one came back quickly, 4, and 5. So sometimes it came quickly, but at one point I really had to wait a while. So not really a very efficient way. Correct, the mathematics is correct, but for the game, not the fastest way. So let's look at all these ones that I've got, and I have to try and group them together, perhaps to make the numbers that are available to me in this 1, 2, and 3. So I can have a look. I can see, well, I've got 1 plus 1, just like I did before, 1 plus 1, so that would be the same as 2, and I have the number 2 available. And what's left? 1 plus 1 plus 1, and that would make the number 3. So I've just grouped these into a 2 plus a 3, and 2 plus 3 is a 5. And the advantage here is that they're different. So the 2 and the 3, if I press the 2, the 3 is available immediately. I don't have to wait for a number to come back. And as I've been stressing, that's the key to success in this game. Looking how to make the number using the quickest possible path. And it's pretty obvious, fairly simple to see in this early training level, but later on it becomes a lot more complicated, and it will really challenge your mental mathematics skills and your ability to look how numbers can group together.